Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Sean, aka Sean Knight 3000. What's going on with y'all out there in YouTube land? Anyways, today I wanted to make a video. No complaining, no negativity today. Just wanted to make a video because it is absolutely gorgeous outside. The sun is shining. It is right now 57 degrees. There's no rain in sight. It's beautiful here in Chicago. I don't know what else I can add to that, except that it is beautiful. Today I saw about maybe 6 or 7 different women who were wearing pants that were so tight. They looked like, damn, going the wrong way and blowing the horn. You going the wrong way. Chicago. People going the wrong way down a one-way street, and yet you blowing the horn for people to get out of your way. All right. Anyway, like I said, I was about to say, I saw some of the tightest pants today on some women. Looked like someone had just spray painted the pants on. You could see everything. If this chick bent over, you could tell whether or not she was pregnant. I'm not complaining. As a happily hedonistic heterosexual male, I don't complain when I see women dressed like that. I know a lot of people do. Even some guys. Which is weird. Now, if you're around a whole bunch of women and you're trying to score, that's one thing. Go ahead and complain, because that makes you look more sensitive than the average man, and that might lead to you getting something. But on average, if you're a hedonistically heterosexual male, like yours truly, you enjoy a half-naked woman. And one that you didn't have to pay to get naked is even better. So I'm looking forward to summertime in Chicago, because here it is, still spring, and on beautiful days you got women that are half naked, or if they are fully clothed, the clothing is so tight you can see everything. It's like that episode of Haganai. I don't know if you guys are into anime. If you are, there's an episode of Haganai season 2 where they introduce Hinata, who is the class president of the school. I guess she's the student body president. And she's like bent over, and she's wearing like the traditional Japanese school, gym clothes, the white t-shirt and the little shorts. And the artist took the opportunity to draw every detail of her anatomy from the back. And I'll just leave it at that. It's like that when you see these really, really, really skin-tight pants. I know that's the fashion these days, because my niece, who's 16, she wears hers like that. And all the girls at her school, and all the girls that I've seen that are high school age, they all wear these skin-tight ass pants. So that's the style these days. But now you're starting to see it filter into older women, because the chicks that I saw today were definitely not high school girls. Trust me, they were not. And they're wearing these skin-tight brown pants like the high school girls. And like I say, if she were to bend over today, the chick that I saw, if she were to bend over, you could tell whether or not she had ever been pregnant. Pants were just that tight. And I was looking my ass off. Makes me realize maybe I'm not going to sit on my ass and just wait and let 2017 play itself out without me going out there and trying to find me somebody, But that's just the thing. The last 2 women I didn't rush into relationships with. My son's mom, we had been friends for about a year before we started dating. We were together for almost 10 years. And we produced a son from that. I got no complaints about that relationship, except how it came to an end. My last girlfriend, we had been friends, I'm tempted to say maybe 8, 9 months before we started dating. We talked every day, every single day. We became really, really, I mean, we were friends before, but we became really, really, really close, really good friends. And then it just naturally progressed to the next level, you know? We were together for 3.5 years. It was up and down at times, like all relationships are, and it ended. But I didn't rush into either one of those relationships, and I don't want to rush into the next one, you know? But there's no law that says I can't go back to the days when I used to get booty calls. Geez, those were good days. I was working as a security field supervisor. I was on from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 11:30 at night. So my mornings were all free, and for all intents and purposes, past midnight, I was free. Best schedule in the world to have, the afternoon schedule. Because you don't have to worry about getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to try and get to work. You can take your time getting up. I would get up about 11 in the morning, watch ESPN, have breakfast, nice cup of coffee or tea or something like that, shower, shave, get my uniform all together, get on, get dressed, go out and jump in the car about, depending on what the weather was like. Wintertime, I'd probably start about 3 o'clock, get downtown about 3:40, 3:50. Still early. Summertime, springtime, fall, when it was still kind of, it wasn't any snow or ice to worry about. Leave the house at 3:15, 3:20, 15-minute drive. It was beautiful. Totally beautiful, Worked all afternoon. By 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, downtown Chicago had cleared out. Everybody was gone home. Traffic was light. You could zip around, hit all your spots. Really get the opportunity to spend time with your guys, And as I said in an earlier video, when you're a field supervisor, everybody who's on your shift, male or female, no matter what post they're sitting, those are your guys. And you have to take care of your guys. You have to keep them happy. Go take care of your guys and find out if they needed anything, they were happy, need some coffee, need some cigarettes, need a sandwich, whatever, 11:30 or 11 o'clock, get back to the office, fill up the car, put gas in the car. Company would give you a gas card for that. We had an account with Marathon. We would go to the Marathon station that was about a good maybe 3 miles from the office, maybe 4 miles. Top off the tanks in the cars, take them back to the office, park them, warm up my vehicle in the wintertime. In the summertime, just pull my vehicle in front of the building, grab all of the floaters that were going to be on that night, if there were any floaters. Sometimes there wouldn't be anybody, available for the night shift supervisor to put in positions where they needed somebody to work. That's the nature of the security business, Sometimes you have an abundance of floaters and you didn't need any, and sometimes you wouldn't have any floaters and you needed 3 or 4 of them, It wasn't the supervisor's job to schedule people. So we just had to, play the hands that we were dealt. But 11 o'clock, my relief would show up. And the reason why the extra half hour was there was quote unquote for lunch. But in reality, your extra 30 minutes, if the night order, in my case, the night shift supervisor that was coming on at 11, if he needed a shift covered you would cover a shift for about half hour. It was extra money as far as, well, it wasn't extra money for you because you were still on the clock until 11:30, but that gave the night shift supervisor a chance to make some moves, to make some phone calls, to try and get somebody to come in. But if you had to go cover a post, chances are you're going to be covering a post until 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So you knew you was going to get a whole bunch of overtime. I got to break. That reminds me. I just saw a dude with a White Sox hat on. I got to break out my White Sox hat. I like my Vegas hat. Check it out. Got this when I went to vacation in Las Vegas year before last. Because last year I went to Canada. Year before last I went to Vegas. And my lady at the time, thank you, Makiko, she bought this for me, a souvenir of our time in Vegas. We went to the Neo concert at the House of Blues. Neo tore it up. Candace Springs was there, and Kevin Ross. They were the opening acts for Neo that night. And Candace, beautiful. Beautiful voice, beautiful woman. And of course, Kevin Ross, everybody's heard of Kevin Ross by now. A guy can sing his ass off. But, got to break out my White Sox hat. Sox are playing. Season has started. And I'm running around in a Vegas cap. I got to get my White Sox cap. I got to dig it out. I think I know what box it's in, but I'll find it. I'll find it and throw it on. Cool. Opportunity to go make some money. Okay. It's close by. Last time I went to pick up something, I had to stand there for about 10 minutes and wait for the food. That doesn't kill you, but it does slow down your day. This time of day, they're very busy. You got people walking in the restaurant, sitting down, eating in the restaurant, and they're doing Uber Eats. I think Grubhub as well. So this time of day, like I said, last time I was in there, I had a chance to watch a hell of a lot of ESPN. But back to my original subject, I don't know if I can be without female companionship for all of 2017, But just because I'm seeing somebody doesn't mean necessarily she's my girl. Hey, I'm old school. I still call it booty calls. I don't know what the new slang is for it. When you got a whole bunch of chicks in your phone that you can call at, 2 o'clock in the morning, they come over, hook you up, take their ass on back home where they belong. I might have to look into that again. I had given up that kind of lifestyle when I met my son's mom. It was like, that's one of the things I like about being in a relationship. I mean, every relationship I've been in has lasted for years. I don't think I've ever dated anybody where it was like over in 6 weeks or 6 months. I like that stability, As I used to tell my son's mom, I like being able to roll over at 2 a.m. and tap her on her shoulder and say, hey, boo, give me some. And you don't have to argue and fight, and you don't have to worry about taking her out to expensive restaurants and buying her all this expensive crap. I mean, you do that later on, of course, but she's right there, She's literally lying next to you. And you can get you some at 2 a.m, 3 a.m. And then after our son was born, that became like the only time we could get some because he would sleep most of the day, like most babies do. And then at night, he was just so hard to get to sleep. And I would walk him and carry him on my shoulder and push him in the stroller and all kinds of stuff. And he just did not want to go back to sleep. And everybody used to say, well, he's just trying to stop you guys from having sex because he doesn't want a brother or a little sister. And we had to stay up until like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning waiting on him to go to sleep before we could do anything. That's the advantage of having your girl right there, you know? I miss that. I really do. Booty calls are great. But having your girl right there, you roll over, or you get up to go to the bathroom, you come back to bed and you just tap her on the shoulder. Hey, boo, roll over and give me some. And boom, you doing the do. Anyway, I know this video has been all over the damn place. I guess I'm feeling good today, so I'm rambling. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay safe. I'll see you next time. This is Sean from Chicago. Peace.